everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today's recipe, we're making gluten-free sweet potato blender pancakes. That's a mouthful. And it's pretty healthy and it's really delicious. So we're gonna finish this off with some chopped pecans, and it's got some cinnamon in it too. So I think you guys are gonna love this. I'm Rockin' Robin, and I can't wait to show it to you. So don't go away, I'll be right back. Let's go over the ingredients and I'll show you what's in this. First up, we have our sweet potatoes. I'm using fresh sweet potatoes. We're gonna cook these in the microwave real quick. You could also use canned if you like. Next up is our Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pancake mix. Has everything you need in it. Then I'm adding some oat flour to this. I really like oat flour because it has such a nice flavor. It's more interesting and it's just really good. I have a chocolate chip cookie recipe that uses oat flour, which I think takes the flavor to the next level. You might want to check that out. I'll leave a link for you in the description of this video. Next up, we'll need an egg. We need a little bit of salt, lots of cinnamon, because I love cinnamon, my favorite spice. Some pecans, I have some chopped pecans which we'll just sprinkle on top, and we'll need some milk. You can use any milk alternative that you'd like. I'm using regular milk here. We'll need some butter and some maple syrup. Let's start our recipe. So since I'm using fresh sweet potatoes, we're gonna want to give them a rinse first and then poke a few holes in them so that when you cook them in the microwave, they don't explode, right? That would be too exciting. So I'm gonna place these in the microwave for 3 minutes on high, and then I'll test them with a fork until they're soft. So then after that, we'll let them cool for about 5 minutes, and then I will cut them in half and scoop out the sweet potato and add that to a blender. So at this point now, everything is going to go into my Vitamix blender. I tell you guys, if you've never used a Vitamix blender, they are worth every penny, I tell you. Once you use one, you'll never want to use a different blender again, really. Anyway, so we're going to start with some liquid. I'm going to put some of my milk in there. The milk is a variable. That's going to determine how thick or thin your batter is. So I'm going to put a little milk in there first to keep it from caking up on the bottom of the blender. So here's our milk. Here's our egg. Here's our sweet potato. I'm going to put it in there gently so it doesn't splash. And you can get all the ingredient list amounts below in the description of this video. Be sure and click where it says show more. Here's the salt. My favorite cinnamon. Here's the oat flour. Again, I'm going to put that in kind of gently so it doesn't splash. And the Bob's Red Mill pancake mix. And now we're ready to blend it up. Now we'll just blend this up and then we'll add milk as we need it. Now you're going to want to take a spatula and scrape down the sides because they tend to clump up. Okay, so here's what the consistency looks like. I like mine, like I said, on the thinner side. I think you can see that. And it will thicken as it sits up, but that's how I like it. All right, we're ready to start frying these up. I got my griddle pan here, medium-low heat right at the moment. I'm gonna add some butter to the pan. I'm gonna turn this up to medium heat. And I'm just gonna spread the butter all the way around. Once you see it start bubbling up, you know it's getting hot. You don't want to put your pancakes on a cold griddle because they don't cook up as nice. Okay, and then you can just pour it right out. And if your batter, at any point gets too thick for you, you can always just add some more milk. Now, as a nice little touch, it's always nice to heat up your plate that you're serving your pancakes on, or any type of food. A lot of times I'll just put my plate right here in the back burner. It gets the heat off the stove and warms that plate a little bit. The other alternative is you could put this in the microwave for 20 or 30 seconds and you have a nice, kind of at least room temperature plate so it's not cold and doesn't chill down your food. Just a nice touch. All right, you can see the bubbles are kind of popping. You can take a peek if you like. Let's take a peek. Looking pretty good there. But you just want to see things starting to kind of firm up a little bit, and they don't look so wet. And we'll cook the second side, and we're done. All right, I think these are done. They're looking good. I'm ready to eat. You know, it cooks 3 or 4 minutes aside, just depending on your temperature. But I think, you know, if they're thicker, they're going to take a little longer to cook on the inside. All right, so to finish these up, the pecans are a nice addition. They give your dish a little protein because, you know, when you eat pancakes for breakfast, it's all carbs and really spikes your insulin levels, and probably not that good for you that way. But so yeah, these are healthier. You know, we're adding our sweet potatoes, which gives us some fiber and vitamin A. The pecans give you the protein, so it's really nice. So here's some maple syrup. I just add a little bit of this. It's really sweet, so I think a little bit goes a long way, and I can't wait to dig in. Guys, these are really super delicious. Great flavor, that oat flour, the cinnamon. I mean, if you like cinnamon, you're gonna love these. These are awesome. The pecans give it the crunch and the protein. And so I think this is a great recipe for you to try. Let me know if you do try it. I'd love to hear your results with it. And thank you so much for watching. You know, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click the button where it says subscribe at the end of the video, or down below the video where it's in the description area. And of course, leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you guys, and share the video. That always helps me out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.